It's Sunday, January 19th. Right now on 12 News at 10.
I'm Gabriella Becerra at Saguaro Lake, where 3 people were likely killed by carbon monoxide poisoning. How the boating community is responding.
Valley leaders are setting their expectations during President-elect Trump's newest term. What they're hoping is accomplished.
I'm meteorologist Chris Dunn, tracking some windy weather for your Monday statewide, and that's going to bring in a cool change.
Plus, a dog is recovering after being abandoned at a Valley vet. How you can help.
12 News at 10 starts now.
We start with developing news tonight. One person is dead in the West Valley after being hit by a car near Grand Avenue in Greenway. Surprise police tell us an initial investigation shows the person wasn't using a crosswalk when they were hit. Officers say the driver stayed on the scene and is cooperating. Also tonight, detectives with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office returned to Saguaro Lake, where 3 people were possibly killed by carbon monoxide poisoning. Officials say 2 women and a man were found dead inside a houseboat on the marina. So 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra has been following the story. She's at Saguaro Lake with the latest on the investigation and how neighbors are reacting to the loss.
People who dock their boats at this marina tell me they were shocked to hear 3 people likely died by carbon monoxide, telling me it's a loss this tight-knit boating community is certainly feeling.
Shock, really shock. I can't believe that 3 people died here in our boat, in our waters.
Tragedy struck the Saguaro Lake Marina this holiday weekend.
It's just sad, something like that happens.
2 women and a man were found dead inside a houseboat docked on the pier after someone called 911 reporting they hadn't heard or seen from the group in some time.
It's just hard to, for deputies to deal with a scene like this.
When first responders arrived, a generator was running. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office says carbon monoxide likely killed the people inside.
The presence of carbon monoxide was prevalent when we got on scene. To the extent of what it was in the air, I can't confirm how much that is right now.
People who dock their boats at Saguaro Lake are saddened by the loss, but also confused.
I can't figure out why anybody out there would have their generator running while they're in their boat, because we get shore power.
Jack Wolf says connecting to shore power allows boaters to keep their cabins warm in the winter without worrying about running a generator.
The boat community, not to be sitting inside of a closed boat with the generator going. It just, even with the engine going, you shouldn't be sitting in there.
It's unclear if the boat had working carbon monoxide detectors.
No one was saying anything about hearing an alarm because they're loud. They're a loud beep, beep, beep. So if somebody heard that, they'd hear it outside of that boat.
Officials say this is an unfortunate reminder for boaters to ensure all of their equipment is working correctly.
It's just sad that something like that happens because it could have been saved. They shouldn't have turned on their generators and been inside of their boats.
Officials have not yet identified the people who died. We're working to get more information, and we'll share that with you when we have it. At Saguaro Lake, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thank you for the latest on that story. Police are looking for a driver who hit a pedestrian near 43rd Avenue in Thunderbird and left him for dead. Authorities say when they got to the area, they found the man on the road with signs of trauma. He did end up dying there on scene. Witnesses told detectives the man was hit by a car and then that driver took off. If you are in the area and may have any information on the deadly crash, you're asked to call Silent Witness. California's devastating Palisades fire is now 49% contained. Firefighters are currently battling 2 major fires in Los Angeles County. The second one, the Eaton fire, which as of last night remains at 73% containment. Both fires have stayed about the same size for the past week, with the Palisades fire at nearly 24,000 acres and the Eaton fire at more than 14,000. They both started nearly 2 weeks ago.
There's no muscle mass. You can see every bone on his body, and hi, Bubba's. Good morning.
Just tough to see, but a Valley pup severely neglected and malnourished getting much needed TLC tonight. Better Chance Rescue and Veterinary Emergency Group working together to give Chowder, who you see there, a fighting chance after he was surrendered by his owner. Vets working on him say they're devastated to see animals get to this point, as they do offer many resources to those who adopt animals. But because they know Chowder is a fighter, they're feeling positive about his recovery.
There are worse things. Yeah, no, he could have been taken to the desert. So I am optimistic that he's going to make it.
The next is just kind of monitoring Chowder and making sure that we're doing good. We're monitoring our blood work again, and we're just making sure that we are eating and that our electrolytes and our blood pressure and glucose are doing well.
Chowder's treatment, we're told, is not cheap. Veterinarians saying it will cost thousands of dollars to ensure he rebuilds a lot of muscle mass and has direct supervision while recovering from refeeding syndrome. Any donations are greatly appreciated. You can call the veterinary emergency group. It's the one located right off of Camelback in order to help. Tomorrow, we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day across the nation, and the city of Mesa is paying tribute to the civil rights leader by hosting a parade and festival in his honor. The parade starts at 11 on Center Street and MLK Way intersection. It then goes south to First Street and then heads east on First all the way to Hibbert, where it will come to an end. And right after the parade concludes, you can hang out at the festival from noon to 4 at the Plaza at Mesa City Center on Main. Street closures will start at 6 o'clock in the morning for the parade, and officials advising everyone attending to take Valley Metro instead of fighting parking. Well, let's check in now with meteorologist Chris Dunn just a bit early in the show to see how the weather is looking across the valley for these MLK Day events. Chris?
Yeah, Rachel, so far this weekend it has been fabulous with lots of sunshine, a little bit on the cool side. Tomorrow, we're going to change it up a little bit. Wind will be the weather word for Monday. North wind at 15 to 20, gusting to 25 in the valley. That's in the afternoon. The morning should be fine. Tuesday should be fine. Northeast wind at 5 to 10. So a very short-lived wind event here. It's increasing by the afternoon. Again, gust up to 25 miles per hour in the valley tomorrow. Here's a split between the mountains and the valley. The mountains you'll see the wind pretty much all day long, over 30 miles per hour in the Flagstaff area coming in out of the north and northeast. North wind developing in the valley by about 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So the morning, again, should be fine. The afternoon will feature plenty of wind. Here's the timeline for tomorrow in Phoenix. Starting out again in the chilly zone, 40 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning. Plenty of sunshine, and there's that increasing wind after about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll make it up to 67 degrees. But that wind will usher in some cooler weather. We'll check out some of those cooler temps and the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, Chris, thanks for a sneak peek there. We appreciate you tracking that for us.